And ho! Welcome back to my stream. If you know, you might notice that the chat bot is actually working again. Yeah, figured that out. Yay! Pain in the backside that was. But yep, we're all back and ready with some more tales. And as the title suggests, our past is coming back and the mask has been removed. So if you watched it earlier today, you realised what I mean by that. If you didn't, then I'm sure you can catch up. But if not, you'll understand when we carry on playing. So less talking, more playing. So let's jump straight into the game, shall we? So picking up from where we left off. See? No mask. We can actually see his face. We can see Alvin's face. So we can actually see his face, chat. We can see his face. All alone, I walk a lonely road.
Shion. I
don't know anymore. I don't even have the burning sword anymore. Ow. I've got to be careful, I know, because I've got no. I'm all alone.
There! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Ah! I have no limits! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! This one.
I can't even do the I can't do any of my big moves because I don't have the sword.
Dazzle! Luna Rondo! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Luna Rondo! You picked the wrong fight!
Oh wow. Am I meant to win this or not?
There!
These guys.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Double Demon Fang! Crush!
Alright, let's heal myself a bit higher.
This should do it! Take this!
Oh, come on, I was trying to dodge. Why the fuck, I've not even killed one of them yet.
Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Be still! This should do it! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! Stardust!
Wow.
Eternal Tradition! Raining
God, this is terrible.
Eat dirt! We did it!
That's one dead.
Dragon Swarm! Try harder! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! Luna Romp! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear!
Wow.
Here I
Get out. I feel so bad.
This should do it! You're mine! Dazzle! Flew away! Double Demon Fang! Flew away! Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! This one's all mine! Lunar Rondo! Tear!
Nope.
Raining Slash!
That was my fault for touching that.
Eternal Devastation! Raining Slash!
You know, that was tough. We actually can feel pain now.
Alvin?
Meanwhile, yay!
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village
what
back
about
the way
Shion?
we came from. Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke
Okay.
of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
At least I'm not on my own now. Oh, that means Dom Ryan that needs to be our hero for the time being because we haven't got Shion.
We won.
Like I said, Shinon was our hero. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, gang? We don't have a hero anymore. That ain't good.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! I owe you one.
In here! Not on my watch! Is it high? Just back it out again! More lightning strong!
Rising Wyvern!
Raging cascade!
Stardust!
Sleep now! I'll be
Take
saving
this!
this one!
Dragon Swarm!
Ow.
More lightning strong!
So can he actually, can Dopamine? Yeah, he can.
Air barrage!
Benediction light.
Light after winds in the wind!
Take this!
Feel!
Lightning Thrust!
I'll be saving
Lunar
this one!
Rondo! Stardust! Tear! Catapult!
Wind after
You're
wind!
mine!
More
I'm
lightning
ready!
strong!
Doubly! In an instant!
I think we're going to be counting on these a bit more, I think.
Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Air thrust! Light after light!
Time to let it rip! Double Demon Back! Dragon Swarm!
More for the
Blow
shot
away!
time!
Lunar Rondo! You're mine! Dragon
Lightning
Swarm!
orb! More now!
And you're dead.
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Block!
A comfortable win.
Oh, yeah, damn it.
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Okay, I can't. Because I don't want him. How the hell do I get that owl then? Looks like I'm gonna have to come back later for it then.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
But it's not good. But it's not a happy tale. It's a tale of death. And pain, sadness.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Nayori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
No
so they're
way.
distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Nope.
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping.
And my hands are covered in blood.
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
Years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
It all makes sense now.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
And Shion's an ancestor
Deep
of...
down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Oh guy, man, he's about to have a mental breakdown.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone?
Okay.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Your party disbanded.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Because you and Shion are meant to be together. She's the reincarnation of the woman that was Maiden.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Right, I'm back in me. I'm just gonna get a drink. And I'm back. Ooh, great armor. I'm all alone in this world.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given.
So she was
I
a
suppose
Rennie.
we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis
She
to help any
loved
of her
you.
people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
No.
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Mm-hmm. What have you been fighting for?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I
Right.
guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Right, now I gotta talk to all. Where please? Oh, there he is.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place. No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Thanks, Wall. That was awesome.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Come on, Alvin. You can snap out of this.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
Wow, that was the worst
You
lip
ready?
syncing ever.
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people!
Right, what's the party like? Okay. I think I'm gonna help man. We need a healer.
If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right, we need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zeugle policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Arc Seal!
Dragon Swarm!
Are those arms even natural?
You picked the wrong fight. Dragon!
Its armor's too strong.
Let it open! Be my guest.
Now!
I'm just getting ready and
Ah, missed it.
armor won't save you! Dragon Swarm! Stop! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Prepare to be
You're dead.
in a bind! Take this! Rising Wyvern!
An astral art?
That's my shield!
Shut him down.
Here I come! First strike! You're finished! You're done! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Eagle Fly! You're mine! This one's all mine! Rising Wyvern! Look sharp!
Let's do it!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Here we go! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! Slash! Luna Rongo! You're mine! Eagle Assault! Denied! Dragon Swarm! I'm ready!
Do it! This is the new and improved team!
I'll smash you! Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! Lightning Orb! Air pressure!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
He's back!
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then.
He's back!
Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something.
People I care
And
about.
I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
But it's
We don't
weird.
know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Is that so?
Okay,
Great job.
Fishing.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar.
Oh
He's
god.
still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
they almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose
true.
that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was? They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Bless.
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renin. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
True.
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Let's go. Let's go.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
I don't know if I could
Feels
see.
like I'm
Well,
melting.
Galaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
I expect us to carry you when you pass out. That's nice. Thanks, guys.
Looks like trouble with a capital T!
Together, we got this!
Oh, now I'm real mad!
No further!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover!
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Hey,
I'm nearly done for. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shout!
Demon Fang! This one's all mine! I'm on yours! Twilight Spear!
I'll stop its charge!
No, you don't.
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! Blow away! Begin! Try harder!
Nope. You missed, and now you die, Porky.
Rising Wyvern! Lunar Logo!
Now!
Soaring Light Spear! Double in an instant! Impact Claw!
Time to die, Porky.
Everyone hanging in there?
Okay, so they're more the same routes.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Together, we've got this! Dragon Swarm!
Denied!
Shining Supernova!
I don't feel you where you stand.
Arc Seal!
Take this!
I'll be waiting for you!
I'm just
Take
getting
this!
started.
You're finished!
Now!
Got
Look
ya.
sharp!
Now you're dead.
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Dance in the wind! Air
Dragon Swarm. I'll face you.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant!
And you're dead.
Impact block!
Looks like we won.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree. But maybe now's not the best time for Eldaman's.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Eat dirt!
Can't get out of this.
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear!
Not in your dreams!
Here I come!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Lunar Rondo!
Heal. You're ready to go.
Thank you.
Dragon Swarm!
Another incantation ruined. Can you take adversity is said to be the best motivation? Benediction light.
This one's all mine! First strike! Take this! You through! Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight!
Watch it.
Soaring Light
Say,
Spear!
can't use the blazing sword anymore because we don't have it.
Raging Storm!
Be still! Soaring Light Spear!
Light
Here I come! No escape! Hurricane Thrust! Here I come! I'm on it!
I'm ready.
Talon Storm! Dragon Swarm!
light.
Tricked! Next! Heal!
Light Astrolabe Hurricane!
Take this! Tear! Hurricane
Now or
Thrust!
never.
Catapult! Eternal Devastation!
Dance in the wind! Now!
Rising Wyvern!
Get him!
Blow them away!
There's always room for improvement.
Like I said, his hearing ability's not as good as
This one will be difficult to
Tinons.
predict.
Can't get out of this.
This one's all mine! Struck!
Talon Storm!
Now you see what I can do. Begin.
Eat dirt!
I can handle it.
Here I come!
Far enough.
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
You're mine!
Lightning Orb! Raging
Glimmer
Cascade!
Dragon!
damn it, knocked it out of me, man.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Lightning Thrust!
Thunder Field!
But it's dead now.
I can feel my power growing!
Right. What's our abilities? And not enough to unlock any. So Alvin's a sovereign of some sort.
Little help!
Be still! Wyvern!
Shattering the pieces!
Lunar Rondo! Double Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane Thrust!
Ready to go!
Not in your dreams!
Now you see what I can do!
You're mine! Hurricane Thrust! This time! Lunar Rondo! Soaring Light Spear!
Take it!
Tear! Hurricane Jump! It's over!
Air thrust!
I'm on! Take this!
Talon
Dragon
Hurricane!
Form!
You did?
Rip and tear!
Take this!
I'll finish you here
It's over!
deity!
Crush! Do it! Eternal Devil Claw! Look sharp!
Get him!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like we won.
Right. Go in.
Go no further!
You're mine! Eat dirt!
In a bind!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now.
Double Demon Fang!
Elusive deity!
Lunar Rondo! Lunar Dragon! Hurricane Thrust!
I've used too much.
Soaring Light Spear!
Armor won't save! I'm on a roll now!
Dragon Form!
Lightning orb!
Rising Wyvern!
Dance in the wind!
Lunar Rondo! Soaring Light Spear!
More for the
No
top
escape!
side.
I'm ready!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! On your knees!
Dragon
This one's all mine!
More where that came from! Steel!
Eat dirt!
More for the stockpile!
Eat dirt.
Rising Wyvern! Dragon Form!
Energy! More where that came
Take
from!
this! Dragon Form!
I'm on it! I'll face you!
Okay.
I've been doing really great lately.
What do you say we
Fire.
check back in on the ranch?
And we make better weapons because we haven't made good weapons for a while now. Do some. Oh, see. Okay, so I need. In order to make these, I need to make 5. Okay. Right, let's west.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down? Good. This came out. Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Dr. Winwell.
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand.
Yep.
And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Night, everyone! Another day, another Gald.
Back into fighting!
No choice. Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern!
Damn it.
Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! You're finished! Tear! Soaring Light... Here I come! Try harder! Rising Wyvern! Hurricane
Into my awakening's getting faster.
Hurricane Thrust!
But now I can't use my Mystic Art. I don't have a burning sword anymore.
No further! Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
It was nice while it lasted.
Eat dirt! Swallow Dance! Dragon Swarm! Take this! Hurricane Thrust! We did it! Soaring Light Spear! Try it out!
Damn pigs.
Be still! Soaring Light Spear! I'm ready!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
You're mine!
Dragon Shout! Ready and
Ready
ready!
to fly! Eat dirt! Dragon
Go.
Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! Crush! Take this!
Get wrecked, Michael Pig.
Raining Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane Thrust!
Raging Cascade! In here!
Will's getting battered there.
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! We did it! Hurricane Thrust! Dragon
I mean, fighting big bosses
Small,
is gonna be
but a
fun.
victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Crazy not in your dreams.
Dragon Swallow Dance!
On your knees.
Dragon!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. Now,
Tectonic Rocket!
stockpile.
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Get whacked.
Aura won't save you. Do it.
Flawless flight.
We did it! Dragon Throw!
Dance in the wind.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Dance in the
Soaring
wind.
Light Spear!
Air thrust.
Dragon Shout! I'm not done! First Be still!
Now.
Take this! Dragon Shout! Dragon
Lightning
Swarm!
Descent. Thunderblade.
Talent!
Watch this.
Here I come!
Can you take it?
Now.
All mine!
Frozen.
Hammer.
Nice.
I'm ready to everlasting
I'm on
fight.
Take this!
Hurricane. Resonate with the
Rising Wyvern!
Talent Swarm.
Lunar Rondo! Totally! In an instant!
Dolby, come on.
Dance in the wind.
I'm on it!
Feel.
Dragon Swarm!
Rip and tear.
Lunar
Here
Rondo!
goes.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
More where that came from.
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! Off! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like we won.
We need to continue.
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
Gotta break through!
Resonate with me. Take this. Talent Hurricane.
Confiscated.
Armor won't save you.
Dragon Swarm!
Begin.
Rising Light!
Denied.
Hurricane Thrust!
Lightning Descent.
Lunar Rondo!
Talent Hurricane. Elusive deity.
Dragon
Take it.
Swarm!
Dance in the wind.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Take it.
Soaring Light Spear! This one's all mine!
I'm on a roll.
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt!
I'm ready.
Here I come!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
What's this thing?
Okay, so
What's
let's
up?
see what happens.
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution. until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
He finally gets
I
there.
really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned.
So he finally gets it.
Whoa, that came out perfect!
Voilà. So he finally gets it. Hello. Meanwhile, back at the plot.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Okay.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Yes.
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do.
Aww.
You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah.
They're getting closer.
Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Aww. Party's all getting together. But you know those two are gonna get together. Like I said, you know that's gonna happen. Dungeon time! It looks like a big one too. Yay!
That's what we're going to climb?
The village.
Rinwell
Is it
going
just
up.
me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though, not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Oh guy, can't catch a break.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Rising Viper!
It's a duel of the arts!
Now you see what I can do.
Hurricane Thrust!
Missile fast.
First strike!
Take this.
Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No place here.
Rising Viper!
I'm ready.
Flaming Shell! Flaming Thrust!
Resonate with the earth.
Let's ride! Take this!
On a roll now.
Swallow Dance! Rising Viper! Take this!
Now!
Rising Shell! Be still!
Ah, missed it.
You're mine!
Sleep now!
Dragon Swarm!
Get you all tucked away!
Lightning Slap! Totally! In an instant!
Go me!
Impact Block!
This could be useful. Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Aww. I'll use the Shion. Like I said, we're gonna get it back.
Coming through. Eat dirt.
Far enough! Elusive deity!
Dragon form.
Now you see what I can do!
Heal. Now I can let loose.
Glimmer Dragon!
Lunarongo.
Eagle Assault!
Take this.
My astral energy!
Leaving small Yeah! Level it to me!
Dragon form. Blow away.
Swallow dance!
Tear.
Field!
Hurricane thrust.
Let's get you all tucked
Take
away!
this. It's over.
I guess you have your uses now and again.
Told ya! Live unstoppable!
Shame you're not like that all the time.
That's enough! Swallow dance!
Not on my watch!
Rip and tear!
No further.
Eagle Assault!
Dragon form.
Field! Dance in the wind!
Rising Wyvern.
Air
I'll do
thrust!
it!
It's over. In an instant. Impact block. We work well together.
Like a finely timed
One, come on.
Swallow dance!
Eat dirt.
Get on in there with
Do
the
it!
Dragon form.
Lock! Hey! Blow them away!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Okay, so that's some.
Right, here goes.
Now you
Break
see
the
what-
armor!
Dragon form. Rising Wyvern.
Far enough!
Tear. Hurricane. Soaring light spear.
I know I keep missing.
Hurricane thrust.
Lightning condemned!
Eagle Dive!
You're mine. Soaring light spear.
I'm on a roll now!
Take this.
Eagle Assault!
Lightning thrust.
Watch it!
Lightning on raging cascade!
Elusive deity!
Rising Wyvern.
Pieces!
Kill this!
Dragon form. This one's all mine. Lunarongo.
We got
You're
company!
finished. I'm on it. You're mine. We
Rip
did
and
it.
tear!
Here
Dragon
goes!
form.
Back in their defense!
You picked the wrong
Glad you
fight.
have your uses.
I'll smash you! I'll show you how useful I can be! Rip and tear!
Rising Wyvern.
Here you go!
And now you die.
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
Some, yeah. Yes, there is something here. There's lots of enemies.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Can't get out of this.
Confiscated!
Elusive deity.
Dragon
Can you
form.
take it? Eagle Assault!
Tempest Whirl!
Oh, me, can you heal me, please?
Let's go!
You're mine.
Lightning condemned!
Dragon form. Be still.
The enemy will. Hey! Blow them away! How's that? Stalagmite!
Strike.
Eagle Assault! I'll finish you here and
It's
now!
on. Blow it. You picked the wrong fight.
Dance in the wind!
You're mine. It's over.
I'll tear you
Soaring
apart!
light spear.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Up and out! Let's go! Lightning
Alma won't
condemned!
save you!
Dragon form.
Thunderblade!
Be still.
Now!
Take totally. In an instant. Impact block.
To achieve such harmony,
Takes a singular will.
What's this thing?
This will be a delicious piece of
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Lunarondo! Strike! Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Rising Wyvern! On your
Gotcha.
Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! No further! First strike! Whirlwind Smash! Benediction Light! Dragon Swarm! Rising Song! Soaring Light Spear!
Another incantation ruin.
You're mine!
Don't needs about to die.
Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear!
Benediction light.
Glimmer Flash! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Talon Hurricane! Lightning Thrust! Glimmer Dragon! Now I'm ready! Take this!
Brilliant performance.
Here I come! Talon Hurricane!
Bum bum bada bum.
Stronger than before.
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell!
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Rising Wyvern!
Alright, it's showtime!
Lunarondo! Smash you! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
Ow.
Blow them away! How's that? Dragon Swarm! First strike! You picked the wrong fight!
That's my cue.
Rising Wyvern! Shut him down!
I'm ready. You'll find no mercy.
In an instant!
Get him.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Air thrust.
Thanks!
Photon raging
No further.
Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! Dragon Swarm!
Watch this.
Hurricane Thrust!
We got the advantage.
Good!
Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on.
Kisara, all yours, Kisara.
I can feel my power growing!
Yay, gold. Oh, we need to start buying some weapons.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here I come! I'm on it!
Negative gas.
Here I come!
anything in order. Come on. Bet that shell's hiding something big.
Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Break the armor.
Split it open.
Be my guest! You're mine!
Eagle Fly.
Hurricane Swarm!
Do it.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Dance in the wind!
Now
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning
Rising Wyvern! Lunarondo!
Civilization on.
Try harder! Now! Here I come! Stardust!
ready and
I'm ready! More! Look sharp!
Lightning
Lightning
See that?
That training's paying off!
Don't get complacent.
Are we doing skill points? Building, bro. Not high. Oh, boys.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Armor won't save you.
Can't get out of this!
You're all gonna die.
Sleep now. Get on in there with the others.
I'll take you all off. It's turning devastation. Total demon blast. Totally. In an instant.
You're dead.
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
No armor. Stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
I'm just getting caught.
Blow away. Cry. Good boy.
Felt fine not too long ago.
Rising Wyvern. Soaring Light.
Here goes. Confiscated.
Dragon Swarm.
Begin.
Castle. Lunar Rondo. Lunar Rondo.
Take this.
Lightning orb. Raging cascade.
Won't save you.
Dragon Swarm.
My concentration is
You running
dwindling.
out of power.
Perhaps I'm tired.
Right, we need to use orange. Running out of power.
Coming through.
You're mine. You picked the wrong fight. Rising Wyvern. Soaring Light Spear.
Now I'm in trouble. Oh, now I'm real mad.
Dragon Swarm. Inspiration.
I can do this all day.
Rising Wyvern. Strike.
Take this. On a roll now.
You're mine.
Nothing gets by me.
Damn it.
You all tucked away.
Take this. Dragon Swarm.
Up and at 'em. Let's go. Glimmer Dragon.
Can you take it?
Rising Wyvern. Soaring Light Spear.
Lightning condemned.
Take this.
No, I need to check if I've actually learned any more
Take
skills.
this.
Lightning condemned.
Dragon Swarm.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here,
See what I can
come
do.
help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
Eat dirt.
Do it.
You're mine. That's what I like to hear.
Ooh,
Go
interest
no
there.
further.
You're mine.
I'm on it. Stalagmite.
Dragon Swarm.
On your knees.
Eagle Assault. Rising Wyvern. Air Pressure. Hurricane Thrust. You're mine. It's over.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Dragon Swarm.
Raging storm.
Rising Wyvern.
Wow, these guys are tough.
Rising Wyvern. Soaring Light Spear. Totally. In an instant. Impact Block. We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
You're mine. Raining Fist. No further. Blew away. Rising Wyvern.
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Too much.
I'm not done. You picked the wrong fight.
This will come in handy.
Dragon Swarm. Rising Wyvern.
I can carve through armor.
Hurricane Thrust.
I'll crush you.
Kill 'em all.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Eat this. What's this?
Sleep
Do
now.
it. Totally. In an instant. Impact Block.
I can never outface you.
Dragon Swarm. Double Demon Fang.
In here. Now.
Totally. In an instant. Impact
Another one bites the dust.
Dance in the wind.
Take this.
Feel.
I'll finish you. Here and now.
Lightning Thrust.
These mobs are getting tougher and
No
tougher.
complaints from me.
And thus our... strength yet
thingy.
grows.
Eyes attack. Neutralize my bit. Bum 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 bum. got to be close to an end somewhere. More.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway?
No, that's what I'm thinking.
Here I come!
Confiscated!
I'm on Dragon Form! Be still! Attack time! Hurricane Thrust!
Art expert coming through!
Swallow dance!
Raging storm!
Dragon Leap!
In the groove!
Look sharp!
Okay, that's one dead.
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! Flaming Thrust! Come and face me! Dragon Form!
Alright, it's go time!
Look sharp!
That's one dead.
Tiger Blade! Dragon Form!
The end!
Be still!
Supernova!
Soaring Red Spear! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Form! Do it! Rising Wyvern! Hurricane! Take this! Eagle Fly! You're finished! Eagle Fly! It's over! Be still! Dragon Form! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Judging by the stench,
And there's a boss coming.
I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown.
And there's a boss. Right, first things
Now.
first, let's get some weapons. Right, can't make that. It would be giving me the best stats. I can make that. I need the thunder. That's thunder.
I always love the sound of hammers.
Was I? Okay, so still. Okay, do I need the bank? Oh, that took a better fang, but okay. Sell that. Oh, he's got a better weapon now. Okay, so that's that. Alright, right there.
It's banging away.
So. Everything's been restored. Save. Get ready for a beating. Because you know it's coming.
What is this place?
Death.
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal! Now let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
The flashing parts are weak points.
ruined.
Here I come! I'm not done! Now, make this move! Far enough!
Get up.
Rising up! Off my throat! Air pressure!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
You picked the wrong
Do
fight!
himself. Did. Good boy.
Alright,
Be
it's
still!
showtime. There you go. Don't let up.
I said this is going to be tough without Akira. Oh, not saying we haven't got one, but
Its wings are lighting up.
It's getting ready to attack! All good things
Dance in the wind.
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Dragon Swarm! It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Raging cascade. Eagle assault. Dance in the wind.
I'm just getting started! I'm not done! Elusive it's time! I'm on pile driver! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Elusive deity! Hitting pile driver! Tornado drive! Lunar Rondo! I'll grind you!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Double Demon Fang! Elusive deity! What? Time for one more! First strike! Rolling snap! Eat dirt! Now you see what I can do! Can't get out of this!
I'll keep doing that.
You're mine!
Don't mind if I do.
Get in there.
Law, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Like I said, that's halfway dead.
Dragon Swarm! Eagle dive! It's over! Catapult! Hurricane Thrust! Not the finest! You pay for that!
Ah! I need to heal myself. Yee! That was close.
It's on! I'll face you! Dragon Swarm!
I said that was really, really close. Right.
I hope this thing is mentally approved!
But don't really.
You picked the wrong fight! Elusive Dragon Swarm! Anything in armor is alright! Take this!
A thrilling performance.
Armor won't save you!
Resonate with the earth.
Stalagmite! Here I come!
On your all day.
Be still! Lunar Rondo! Here I come! It's over! Eagle Assault! I'm on a roll now!
Say don't me, you're gonna heal yourself.
The fluidity of your movement is no further.
Stay away from my friend!
Or better than that, just oh, I've got no healing items, I don't think. Crap, we've got no healing items. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Rest for the wicked.
Need something.
What the hell? Don't. Oh my. Oh, there are sometimes.
Eat this! Dragon Form!
Let's see, we got no resurrections now.
Throw away! This one's all mine! Dragon Shell!
This'll come in handy.
Dragon Form! You hear it now! It's finished!
Let's do it.
Soaring Light Spear! It's over! Eat dirt!
Armor won't save you!
Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
All finished, you hear it now!
Strike! Dragon Swarm!
Getting stronger.
Switching up its movements! Watch out!
They're not playing around.
Hold nothing back!
That did it.
Dance in the wind. Sleep now.
Lightning Slash! Eternal
There with the
Devastation!
others.
Strike!
Hit.
Rising Wiper!
Take care of
Take this!
Pluto.
Oh, I'm the only one left. What the hell?
Dragon Swarm! Rising!
Ready to go!
Lunar Run! It's on! Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm! There! Turbo Demon Fang!
Oh, if I'm the only one. You're dead! God, yeah. We need Suno back.
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here.
Let's see if we can get a couple minutes to heal.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogl's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shion's waiting for us.
Gonna be healing quite soon. They're trying to avoid some enemies with that. Just so it makes it easier for us. is the capital.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
And now we can
About
die.
damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm.
Land of...
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry, it's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
West. Definitely.
I swear I've seen that castle.
To the attack up.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
Right, be right back. I'm just gonna have a drink. And I'm back. And you have got closer.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Well, we haven't done much to get more items, so yes, I guess so.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picks me up when...
Right, so there's a lot
I
of...
was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
I am skipping most of the fights, which I rarely do on a game like this, but I want to get to Shion again. And if we have to train, we'll train. We're close. We're close.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
We're almost there, guys. Don't...
Right, save.
Let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through the front gate.
Let's see what happens.
Halt! Are you Alphen and his companions?
Yes.
Why would you think that?
You are the only one scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganath Haros. So I'll ask again, are you Alphen and his companions?
We
Yes.
are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
Bit too nice. Meaning trouble.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? And what do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
There's no one here, is there?
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it! That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely... artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space, seems unlikely.
Huh?
Okay.
Hey! You guys! What's going on? What was that about? They were Dahnans, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. I have a bad feeling about those boats.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Dahnan slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, they might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Man, this place gives me the creeps.
La, your legs are shaking.
What?
liar!
Just kidding.
You...
I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Danans and Renans go?
There's literally nothing in this city, is there?
There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle. But...
Wow, there literally is nothing, is there?
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
What is going on?
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived!
They're being
Please
controlled.
stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Bull Run is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Xion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them?
Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Vholran? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't.
Oh, Alvin.
My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
Damn it.
How awful. All
Death
of those
March.
people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, The only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
To carry on. Oh, there's gotta be She there. Is that a...
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
Still, if it's not Fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps. But frankly, I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
Yep.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts, whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods. The outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place.
I said this is going to be terrible. And we might have to trade. Dion.
Xion!
Wait! Something's not right.
Xion,
It's so dark. Everyone,
we came to save you. It's okay now.
and I'm all alone. It's dark. Please help me. No.
Xion.
Lies.
Okay.
Thorns! This situation just got prickly.
There is immense dark astral energy here. Far too potent to be the work of a single individual. It's possible Volron's manipulating her. We cannot tell from this far away. We need to be much closer.
Only to do that, first we need to get rid of the thorns. So we fight fire with fire. Unless you have a better idea. Alone. I'm all alone.
No, you're not, Xion. I'm here.
I can't die. But I also can't live.
Xion!
Shion, we're coming for you! Won't let
I'm
you
here.
down this time. Ah! This pain I feel. It's nothing compared to what you're going through. I won't let you go again. I can take whatever you give me. So please, open your eyes. Shion! Luna Rondo! Here I come! My turn! Dragon Force! Whirlwind Snap!
Here goes!
Rising Wyvern!
Catapult! Eat
Rising Orb!
Talon Hurricane! Dragon Force! Double Demon Fang!
Anime cutscene.
Thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us! I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Elfin!
She
You're not
thinks we
alone.
left her all alone. She can't see us or hear us. All of this, it's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion.
Ow.
But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohaling.
And so am I.
And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Shion.
Alvin! How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
Yes. She's back. Where's our Biff Warden asshole?
There is no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more.
So this is gonna hurt like hell.
Let's go. Full Run is waiting.
This actually hurts this time. Roxy, he must be in
Hey,
agony.
Alphen?
What is it?
While I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alphen. But after what happened because of me,
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say the pain is some kind of reward.
Some reward. You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head, too?
Hey now.
Is it just me, or are they...
It's been a while. They're just happy to see each other.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
Aww.
We all express ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
They should get a room. Ooh, I got a new...
Shion.
Yep.
Thanks. I'll...
Right. Change. Eddie party. Save it. Good.
Be okay.
Dohalim's fighting style is...
God, there's so much at the moment.
What's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No.
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a
Fair
risk.
enough.
Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Those things that came out of Shion are her thorns.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for. It was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
Could be.
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shion, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shion's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacked the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Dahnan rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What
each
isn't a
time we get
mystery is
closer.
how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law.
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Xion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then. Seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Xion.
You're okay now. You're
You've
safe,
got
Xion.
friends.
We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
Thank you.
Here we go. Have I gone backwards? I've gone the wrong way! Damn it! Here we go. Okay. You have to get through this castle now.
Must be Volron's Imperial Guard.
They don't seem to be keeping lookout. More like they're waiting.
Oh well, the royal welcome was nice while it lasted.
Time to get our fists dirty, huh?
Wait, we don't have a plan!
As far as Law's concerned, this is the plan. Let's go!
Open your eyes! This blind loyalty is just another form of slavery.
Glory be to Volron!
That's useless. They're brainwashed.
But now we've got the full team back!
Dragon Form! How dare you roar! All day target! Watch it! Now! Dragon Form! Rising Rider! Soaring Leosphere!
The enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that!
Take this! Eat this!
That's the problem with playing scroll back.
Dragon Form!
Not on my watch!
Be still!
Back into the fray!
Soaring Leosphere!
Nothing never fits!
Dragon Form! Rising Rider!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing arm!
Armor won't save you!
Lightning Thrust!
I really
Hurricane Thrust! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Flaming
But these guys are tough.
Be still! Carve through armor! Here I come! I'm on!
More for the stockpile.
This one's all mine! In an instant! Impact block!
Well, that didn't feel great. Those soldiers were just like the slaves, driven by a warped sense of loyalty.
Yeah, that was just about as hollow a victory as they come.
It's strange. I always thought loyalty was one of the greatest virtues out there. Now I'm not so sure. Is it simply a question of where your loyalties lie? Or is it fealty itself that's the problem?
Maybe it only becomes a problem the moment you stop thinking for yourself.
So if we defeat Volron, you think they might learn to think independently again? Actually, no. Never mind. This isn't the time. We can worry about that after we finish the task at hand and defeat Volron.
As expected, Volron's elite guards are quite formidable. Their equipment and training far exceed those of any foot soldier.
We need to be careful not to let them exhaust us before we...
Okay, we're gonna call it quits there. We have Xion back. So it's time to rev up when we can. I think we mean for a long haul. But okay, so that's it for tonight. The next time we'll be playing this will be Monday, because obviously I don't stream on a Sunday. So I hope you enjoyed it. As you can tell, my bots are back and stuff, so information will be popping up through the chat and everything. I hope it's not too much, but everything's back in order, and I'll be adding more stuff to the stream as soon as I can. But again, thank you for watching. If you came in, watched for a bit, left, whatever, like I said, every time people watch, it's great. I hope you all enjoy what you see and come back. Until next time, we'll see you on Monday.